Hello, my name is Rona Payne. I'm a student support tutor here at NESCA, and today's session is making the most of Microsoft Word. I'll be talking you through some really simple features of Word that you can use to make it easier to read documents for your course or to write your assignments. I'll also advise you on a few great downloads to help you in your studies. Firstly, if you find it easier to read with a different coloured background, you can go to the Design tab here at the top and then choose Page Colour and choose a colour which works best for you. Many people also find it easier to read if there is more spacing between lines and characters. So firstly, let's highlight the text, and then if you go to the Home tab at the top and then choose this icon here for line spacing, and let's choose double line spacing there. There's also a keyboard shortcut for this, so if you click Ctrl 5, it'll do 1.5 spacing, Ctrl 2 to do double spacing, and Ctrl 1 back to single spacing. You can also change the spacing between characters if you remain on the Home tab and go to this font section here and this little button to expand font options, and then go to advanced and spacing here. So you can see it's normal at the moment, but you can choose expanded and then choose by how much it's expanded there, and you can see a preview at the bottom of how it will look. So let's click OK, and there we go. And you may find that that's easier for you to read. I'll just go back to that section there again, so font and then the expanded button and the font tab. And if you see here, you can choose a font and a size and set it as default. So that'll mean that every time you go onto Word, you'll be able to automatically type in this font, which makes it much easier than having to change it every time. Now, if you have dyslexia or a reading difficulty, there's this really great font that you can actually download for free to use on Word. So if I just show you the website here, so it's called opendyslexic.org, and the name of the font is Open Dyslexic Font, and you can just download it very easily from this website. And then that means that if you go to here and let's just start typing in, there we go, the font has appeared, and if I go and click the font there, I can have a preview of it, and let's say that that font and size 14 was the best for me, then I could click set as default, so it will come up every time like that. So another useful feature is that you can change how you view a document. So let's go to the View tab, and automatically when you go onto Word, it'll just come up as print layout, like this. But you can choose to change to Read mode, and many people find that this is easier to navigate. You can go to the top here as well, so just change the page colour again. You can change the column width if you prefer, and you can also change the layout. There's also the option of web layout. So this can be particularly good if you have a visual impairment, because you can easily zoom in the text and none of the text will fall off the side of the page, so it's easy to just scroll down and read the document. It can also be really useful to add in word styles, so to make it much easier for you to navigate your document and also for your marker. So what you can do is go to firstly highlight a heading. Let's say this is my main heading. Go to the Home tab and then choose heading 1. And then if I have further subheadings, I can choose heading 2. So heading 1's for your main headings, heading 2 and so on are for subheadings. And let's make that one a subheading as well. And then what I can do is I can go to the View tab, and then go to tick Navigation pane. And then I can just click on each title there at the side, and then it'll just jump to that part of the document. So it makes it much easier to find your way around. You can also add a content page when you have the word style set up like this. So if you just click at the start of the document and go to References tab, and then click Table of Contents, and let's just use the first one. And then it'll automatically, as you can see, set up a contents page with my different headings, which can make your work look really professional. Okay, let's move on now. So if you want to spell check your work, go to Review and Spelling and Grammar. Okay, as you can see here, it's come up with a suggestion. You can click on the different suggestions and you can listen to them to help you work out if that's the correct one to use. And you can also see definitions if you sign in to your Microsoft account. If you are thinking of a better word to use, so for example, powerful, let's say I wanted to think of a different word instead of that, I can right click on that word, go to synonyms, and you can see already there's a few words come up that I could use instead. You can also click on thesaurus, and you can see some different words have come up there, and same as before, you can click on the alternative and you can hear it to see if that sounds right, and you can see the definitions as well. You can also use this thesaurus, so you can see it's on the Review tab there at the top, and you can just type in words as well, and you can find alternatives to use to help to improve the quality of your work. You can choose to have the text spoken to you. So if there's a lot of writing on the page that seems a bit overwhelming to read, you can choose to have it read to you instead. So there's something called the Speak function. Now this may not automatically be on your ribbon here at the top, but I'll just show you in a minute how you can add it if you want to. But I've got it up here, so that's Speak. So what I can do is very simply just highlight some text and then click Speak, and it'll read it out to me.
Video provides a powerful way to help you prove your point.
There we go. Okay, so now I've shown you some really useful features of Word. So I'm just going to show you now how you can customize your ribbon so that you have all of these features all in one place. So you can do this by going to the File tab right at the top, going down to Options, and then going to Customize Ribbon. So this section here on the right is what's already on my ribbon. So each of these are the different tabs, the Home tab, Insert, Design, Layout, and so on. That's the different tabs that are already in my ribbon. And here are some different features that I can add to my ribbons if I want to. So let's go to the top here and just choose All Commands. And this has got a massive list of all the different options that I can choose to add. So let's add, I'll just show you how you can add one that we've mentioned. So we mentioned page color. So if you go down to P, and there we go, there's page color, then I can choose to add that into my ribbon. So let's firstly choose where I want to add it. So what I do is I'd advise you to create a literacy toolbar. I've got one here which I can show you. So if you go on Home and then go to New Group and rename, and then let's type in toolbar, and that's it there. And then I can choose to add to this literacy toolbar all of these features which I'm using a lot of the time, such as page color, spelling, grammar, thesaurus, and so on. So you can just click page color, and because toolbar is already highlighted, just click add, and it'll add that to my toolbar. You can keep going, adding all those different ones that we mentioned, and just putting it into the toolbar. And once you're finished, just click OK, and then it'll insert it into your ribbon. So I'll just cancel just now, and I'll show you the one that I've already set up. So as you can see, it's in my Home tab, Literacy toolbar there, and you can see I've got the Speak, I've got Page Color, I've got Thesaurus, Spelling, Grammar, Read Mode, different fonts, Smart Lookup. So that's some of the ones that we mentioned there. So as you can see, there's Speak, like we mentioned. So if you're on the file, Options, Customize Ribbon, you can just choose in all commands, search for Speak. There we go. And then you can choose to add that into the toolbar. Okay, so finally, I'm just going to show you a few free add-ins that you can install to Microsoft Word, which may be really useful for you. So the first one is Ginger. As you can see, it's on my home there and Ginger. Now, Ginger is a spelling, grammar, and punctuation tool. So the website here, gingersoftware.com, and I've just scrolled, that's the page, that's what it looks like, and just scroll right to the bottom and get Ginger, and you can choose it for the type of computer that you have. And then it'll come up on Microsoft Word just there, and there's also a tab for it as well. So it can help you to rephrase your work to make it better and hit with any spelling mistakes you may have made as well. Another add-in you can use is WordTalk. So again, the website for that is wordtalk.org.uk, and it looks like this. Now this is a text-to-speech add-in. So what it'll do is it just, let's have a look, it's on add-ins here because I've downloaded it, and it will just read out, if you highlight some of your text, it'll read it out to you. You can choose to have a paragraph read, highlighted text, and so on. You can also choose to save the sound files that have been made via WordTalk, which gives you an alternative way to view the document. Finally, you can download Text Help Study Skills add-on. So you can insert this by going to the Insert tab and going to Store. And then once it's loaded, you can just type in Text Help. And then that's it there, and you can choose to add it. And once you've added it, it'll come into your add-ins, and just click. Now this add-in is just a really easy way to help you with your revision. So you can highlight some text, and then you can choose to have it in different colours with the important information, and you can colour code as well. And once you've done the highlighting that you want, you can also choose to collect your highlights together so you can have them saved in one place, so it's easier for you to revise. Okay, that's the end of this session. Thank you very much for listening. If you would like any further support with your studies, then contact us at studentadvice@nesco.ac.uk. Thank you.